Farouk here with genConnect, and we're talking with Isaiah Washington. How are you, sir?
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? You're a pro at this.
Hey, it's Sundance, baby. I gotta keep it real.
You gotta keep it real. Well, you definitely kept it real in this movie. Well, I mean, I've read about it and I've heard about it. Were you ever nervous about taking on such a role, such a very serious and really dark role of the sniper?
Absolutely. It scared me. One of the reasons why I did it, because it completely took me out of my comfort zone. I mean, completely. And I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I did it with Alexander Morris. The story was extremely challenging, tough, controversial. But I think the narrative needed to be told, particularly with all the gun violence that we have in our country and around the world. And what it means when violence shows up unexpectedly, and try to get an understanding that it just doesn't just happen, and that, people kill people, guns don't kill people. And I just feel that this movie is, in a strange way, pretty timely to have that conversation, or continue to have that conversation, who we are in terms of and where we're going humanity-wise. It's a conversation that's not cliche, that seriously needs to be explored, as well as mental illness. So I think, surprisingly, this film is going to spark a lot of those conversations that we all are already having, ironically. So I'm curious to see how the general public perceives it.
Well, speaking of that conversation, what do you hope that the message from Blue Caprice really will be? What do you hope will add to the conversation?
Well, the one thing that I appreciate about working with Alexander, and what he appreciated with me, is that we really want to really drive home the ambiguity of it all. And that's what hopefully art is about, is that we're not here to preach or tell you what to think or what to feel. So hopefully, like most art should do, is everyone is a total sum of themselves when they come to this movie. So whatever they're bringing to the table, and their experiences, hopefully they will walk away with like a thumbprint. It would be a different assessment, and that's what we're hoping for. Hopefully this movie will not mean the same thing to every single person sitting in the theater today, and that's what we want. We're certainly not here to preach or tell you what to think or do a biopic. We're here to challenge some philosophies, some feelings, some hardcore feelings. And I'm just curious to see what happens during the Q&A.
What do you think of President Obama's approach to really combating gun violence?
It's tough, man. It's tough. It's a tough conversation, but so is it. Talking about the birds and the bees with your 13-year-old. You know what I mean? It's a conversation that we just have to have collectively. Like I said before, it's just no more excuses on why we are where we are. It's just no more excuses, and something has to be done. And I certainly appreciate what it is that he's trying to do on the heels of, obviously, the most recent tragedy, and they continue. So we all need to take a look at it.
Thanks so much, Isaiah. Congrats. And for more with Isaiah and Blue Caprice, be sure to check out genConnect.